valuable to this offense.
Now here's Breezy. She's covered by Clark. Here's Duchess. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
So reliable, guys. Her offense, it doesn't come and go. It's always there.
Here's Boston. And she tries off the glass, but it's no good. Carrington up top. She's covered by Mitchell. Here's Breezy. Drills it from outside.
Needed a good, quick release on that three-pointer because she knew she was giving up a lot of height in that matchup.
You nailed it, Tim. That quick release was the key. Any hesitation, and that shot's blocked.
Caitlin Clark outside. And it's Angel Reese with the rebound. Pass to Duchess. For the basket. Her second of 2 attempts.
That's a good look. That is a good look. And she'll make that one most of the time.
Mitchell outside. Back to Clark. Howard the screen. To halt the run. Indiana again missing.
And now they're 1 for 5 to start this game. Having trouble getting it going.
Inside. Got a hand on it. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Mitchell. Oh, rejected by Angel Reese. Clark outside. And here's Howard. The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
Great recognition on the catch and shoot. Howard understood exactly how much time she had.
Carrington outside. Takes the three. Connects from three-point range.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Now here's Mitchell. Not a lot of room. Down low. Boston. And the shot count. She's fouled. That's a chance for a 3-point play.
And you see just how strong Boston is. Shrugging off the contact with ease.
Atlanta leading. Pass to Duchess. Nelson Adota. She's guarded by Boston. Now Carrington. Over Mitchell. They get it back. Reese, no good.
Bodied her up and made her alter the trajectory of the shot that time.
Definitely. Some very sound defense played on that trip down.
Mitchell. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Now here's Duchess. She's guarded by Boston. Count the basket.
Well, we saw this in her collegiate career. The fear of contact does not exist in Angel Reese.
Pass to Clark. Takes the three. Indiana again missing.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Now here's Duchess. She's tightly guarded. Nelson Adota. She's guarded by Boston. Nelson Adota with the bucket.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Yeah, we'll see how long they can keep it going.
Mitchell outside. Boston outside. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
That's a big make for Aaliyah Boston. It forces defenders out of the paint to meet her.
Here's Breezy. The three-pointer is on target.
Her shooting percentage is through the roof right now. What a great start to this game.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Now here's Carrington. Here's Reese. And that one good.
And that'll raise their field goal percentage even more. They're enjoying a big edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. They've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has just been great.
Such a high IQ on this team.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Cunningham. from deep. Another shot stolen by Breezy. Here's Reese. Breezy. Reese inside. And she can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, you have to like their work in the boards here in the first.
Yeah, coming out of the gates with great energy. You kind of like they got shot out of a cannon. They're really setting the tone.
Boom.
Now here's Breezy. She's covered by Clark. Here's Duchess. Natasha Howard pulls it in. The Fever trailing. Clark outside. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Boston outside. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. The 11-footer, that one a little long. Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Clark. And there's the call on Carrington. That's her first one. Foul. And the Dream call time here.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Timeout call for the Dream.
So both teams changing it up here. To the paint. Here's Turner. And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more.
At the line for the away team, Brianna Turner.
And that one misses.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Duchess. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
She's now 3 for 4 from the field, and it looks like she is in her bag offensively.
Outside Powers. Outside McDonald. Pass to Turner. Over Canada. Indiana again missing. Here's Breezy. Good. And Jordan Canada gets the assist. Here's McDonald. And here is Mitchell. Back to McDonald. Pass to Boston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Billings. Boston, no good.
Yeah, her touch has deserted her this quarter. Nowhere to be found.
And that one's good. Billings.
Defensively, they've been a step slow early on.
Allowing too many open shots. They've seemed a little sluggish.
Now here's McDonald. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. A shot by Boston, no good.
She just hasn't looked right. She hasn't. And something is off with her mechanics, I think.
Breezy gets the bucket.
Well, they can't ask much more of her than what she's done this quarter.
Right side, McDonald. They can't stop the run with that one. And here's Breezy. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. It's the Dream. They lead by 13. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And welcome back. It's been all one-way traffic through the first as the second quarter gets underway. And the Dream have been rolling along, haven't they?
I love the effort on the glass right out of the gate from them.
And it takes effort from all 5 players to get a rebounding advantage like this.
Pass to Billings. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Aerial Powers on the wing. Duchess defending. Beyond the arc. And Aari McDonald gets the 3.
Well, when she's feeling it, McDonald can be efficient from the arc. She was dialed in this time.
And here's Duchess. Powers covering. Launches it. Reezy gets the bucket.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball at one end with their own.
A 3-point battle starting to take shape here.
Billings on the wing. To the inside. Here's Breezy. That one is good again. She is 6 for 8 from the floor with that basket.
She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves.
Pass to Mitchell. And the play stops. Whistle on what looks... like an illegal screen.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnovers.
One thing you can't do is string together those kind of possessions because it can snowball in a hurry.
Absolutely.
Now here's Carrington. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Back to Mitchell for 3. The shot comes out.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Aerial Powers on the wing, covered by Carrington.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Putting those guard skills to work, Carrington with the quick trigger.
Outside Powers. Mitchell on the wing, Aari McDonald. Indiana again missing. To the middle. And that one's good. Billings.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Timeout called the Fever. McDonald to end the drought. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and she's heating up.
Outside Canada. On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. Here's McCowan. He's guarded by Boston. Billings. That's good, and it's Tierra McCowan with the assist.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And nothing has come easily for them today.
Not at all. And it isn't what you'd call the best of performances from them.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 5. Inside. Kicks it out to Boston. 3 on the clock. Off target from outside.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle today.
And control the boards has given them control of this game.
And the basket by Carrington.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. And I know nobody likes a traffic jam, but this defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Yeah, nobody likes the traffic jam. We can agree on that. They can't allow the offense to get those high-quality looks inside.
They blow the whistle just as she... gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And the Fever making a change here.
Well, you just have to be excited about Aaliyah Boston, a young woman with tons of skills. She dominated in college, and she's going to dominate in the WNBA.
Now here is Canada. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Nelson Ododa with the bucket.
It's not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. Just too many looks from in close.
You know, usually when teams give up runs like this, it's because they allow chances from inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Mitchell with it, covered by Carrington. Leah Boston, she's open. Boston nails the wide open jump shot.
Yeah, she could have forced the tougher shot inside, but how about the effort to make a terrific kick-out pass and find the open shooter instead?
Now here is Canada. It's stolen by Kelsey Mitchell. Pass to Clark. No one near her. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
Carrington outside. The kick out to Canada. Now Nelson Ododa. She's guarded by Boston. Outside Vivians. Reese. Over Cunningham. Reese, no good. The three from Kelsey Mitchell. And she's good on the 3 ball.
They're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter. But still, they've got some ground to make up.
Outside Canada. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Wow. I mean, come on. That's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, it's just nowhere to be found.
They have to start committing more bodies down low.
Now here's Mitchell. 8 points for her. Clark outside. Pass to Boston. Hits it just before the shot clock expires.
He's picked it up since the start of the second. Her shots are starting to fall.
Here's Nelson Ododa. Count that one.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
Boston outside. Pass to Clark. Outside Powers. Mitchell. Over Carrington. A shot by Mitchell, no good.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Vivians.
2 minutes.
Nelson Ododa. She's guarded by Boston. Outside Canada. They grab their own miss. Here's Reese. Oh, and it's blocked by Aaliyah Boston.
Well, you need to know where Boston is there, picking up the block. Aaliyah just a menace defensively.
Powers. Well-timed pass and goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Still trailing, yes, but their offense is no longer on life support here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they're making some shots now, looking to make up some ground.
Over to the wing. Now here's Duchess. Guarded closely, and it's good for 2. Here's Mitchell. 8 points for her. Outside Howard. Boston sets a screen. Here's Clark. Can't cash in the 10-foot jumper.
Another miss. She's having an ugly game offensively.
From the arc, it drops for her second made shot this game, an unimpressive 2 for 7.
I mean, the only explanation is someone must have gotten their signals crossed if she winds up that wide open in three-point range. Now, I'm sure that was not the plan.
Now here's Duchess. She's got 8. Here's Nelson Adota. It's hauled in by Boston. Outside Cunningham. Mitchell outside. Boston. It's a deflection. Out to the wing. Pass to Reese. Over Howard. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Reese. And that does it for the first half of play. It's the Dream leading by 14. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback. You gotta like what Breezy has been able to do in this game.
She had the magic touch in terms of setting up her teammates, just a pile of assists for her.
Which isn't a very common occurrence for her. You know, typically she's more of a finisher, but that's just not the case in this one.
Dream on offense. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Back to Canada. Pass to Billings. It's stolen by Howard. Here's Mitchell. Out to Howard. Now here's Clark. It's good from long range.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
Now here's Breezy. Good, and Jordan Canada gets the assist.
What a smart feed by Canada. She's got a great eye for finding those ready shooters.
Clark with it. Mitchell outside. Back to Clark. For 3. It's rebounded by Atlanta.
physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team, and that 10-rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Not to mention what it says on the scoreboard, they're really pushing them around.
Outside Cunningham. The three from Kelsey Mitchell. Good on the three-point shot.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
Pass to Breezy. Canada. She's covered by Clark. Now Breezy. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 attempts.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area, just dominating down low.
And obviously, that's something the defense has to address.
Nelson Adota with the rebound. No question who's been in control of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. They've really taken charge.
Caitlin Clark with the three. Nelson Adota with the rebound.
Some of the shots she's taken today have been absolute head scratchers. She's out there playing like it's a game of horse, and it's not.
That one goes. Count it.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
No luck needed. It is working for sure. 5 of their last 6 field goals, and they've come from inside the paint.
Now here's Mitchell. 11 points in the game.
And that's pretty much an unguardable move from Mitchell. So skilled and composed with the ball in her hands.
Outside Canada. And so she draws the... Foul on the shot. Trick to the line to shoot 2.
First team foul. At the line.
And the first one falls for her.
Jordan Canada. 2 shots.
So she gets them both. So it's Indiana now. It's a 14-point game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Canada. That is her first foul of the game.
In for your legendary number 4.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Clark. And here's Cunningham. Mitchell outside. Clock at 6. Clark outside. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, I mean, she has been way off the mark this quarter. It is getting rough.
Now here's McCowan. Guarded by Howard. Pass to Duchess. Now Carrington. It's over Clark. And it's Carrington missing. Boston with it. She's picked up by Reese. Here's Cunningham. Boston. Duchess with the steal. And here's Reese. She's covered by Cunningham.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity she fails to convert very often.
Makes it off the glass.
The height difference there was huge, but she canceled it out with great body control in the air.
That body control right there is essential. If you're giving up a bunch of height on flat ground, then you better be good in the air.
And be able to adjust in the air, too.
They've got to be careful not to give a shooter of her caliber open looks like that, because 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get her going.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. And the Dream making a change here. Here's Mitchell. She's got 13. Right wing to the left side wing. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. Drops in the tray.
Kelsey Mitchell.
She's knocking down her shots today, but it unfortunately hasn't really translated to the scoreboard.
Pass to Brown. Tipped away. It's stolen by Natasha Howard. Down low. Finished off the break.
Mitchell.
It's almost like she was born to score. Mitchell consistently finds a way to put points on the board. What a skill.
To the wing, right side. Duchess. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
What are they thinking, leaving her with all that space out there? Don't they know that that's pretty much a layup for her? And not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them inside. Great quarter for her at the offensive end, trying to will them back.
Ooh, I can feel it. Can you guys feel it? The energy in here for this Atlanta crowd. Man, they're ready to cheer on their team.
Oh, guys, this game has a different feel. These two teams had some great battles. Bragging rights are on the line.
And so for Indiana, so far this year, they're on the losing end of the season series against Atlanta.
Now here's Mitchell. 20 points for her.
Well, we saw this with Boston even back in college. She does a great job of drawing fouls.
That free throw missing.
Aaliyah Boston. 2 shots.
And she sinks the second. Carrington up top. She's covered by Clark. And the basket by Carrington.
I like seeing Carrington pull up from here, showing just how impactful she can be on offense.
Now here's Clark, covered by Carrington. Drops in the layup for 2.
There's a pattern taking shape. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Yeah, 4 of their last 5 baskets have been of exactly that variety.
Now it's Reese. She has 6.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Count it.
I just love the composure Howard plays with inside. She's so comfortable around the rim.
Pass to Duchess.
Outside Reese.
Tries from 10.
Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
Well, they're in the lead, but she's still been frustrated offensively.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for 1 more at the line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
And the basket is good.
You can always depend on her to put that lead pass right on the money.
Indiana trailing. Pass to Boston. Back to Clark. Fires the 3.
Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
She's finally getting the feel for the deep ball. Her second 3 of the half right there.
Now here's Duchess. Defense right on her. And that one's good.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
Pass to Boston. Clark, right side, to the paint. Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a bit like they did in the first.
To the inside. Duchess, Howard covering, and she gets it to go.
She's their go-to scorer, and when she shoots the ball like she has today, that is what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Now here's Hull. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. And another 3 for Indiana.
She's leading the way offensively. Can they ride her back into it?
Duchess, Howard's covering. To the middle. The 8-footer.
It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
1 second left. No good that time. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Dream up by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Come on, fans. It's the
We've got a great game. On our hands as we welcome you back. Fourth quarter action getting started.
And here's Indiana.
Trailing by 5.
Outside Powers. McDonald. Pass to Boston.
Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Atlanta. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
Here's Breezy. She's covered by Sims.
The shot's good.
Nice pass. He got that. Ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
Outside Sims. Boston. Elsa Nadota with the rebound.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
And the shot goes down.
I love the ball movement from Vivian, knowing exactly when to pass it up.
Outside Powers. Pass to McDonald. Left side Boston. Right side Cunningham.
Just 5 on the clock.
Boston with the bucket.
So the moment Boston gets that rock around the rim, it is really tough to stop her.
Carrington outside.
It's in. Basket number 6 for her thus far. She has missed only 2 shots from the floor. Here's the Fever with the ball. 9-point game.
Outside McDonald.
And misses it off the right side of the rim. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th.
And stolen by Cunningham.
And it's the Fever on the break. Fires for 3.
Elsa Nadota with the rebound. Now here's Breezy. She's covered by Sims. Here's Carrington.
And there's another one for the Dream.
It's just terrific to see Carrington taking charge on the offensive end. And you know the bench loves to see it as well.
Pass to Boston.
Green with the rebound. Out to the right wing. Now Billings.
She's covered by Cunningham.
And that one's good. Billings.
Nice pass there to set up the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Now here is Sims. The 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Billings. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Hey, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint, and they keep scoring points.
And you know, Brian, there's not really a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting in the paint like they have been on this run.
Now here's McDonald. Boston.
And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Showing serious confidence in her J. Boston just so skilled.
And they've built a very nice lead.
No signs of slowing down, at least as far as I can tell.
Here's Breezy. And out of bounds, the Fever will take it.
Fever ball. Into the line for Indiana. Number 6, Natasha Howard.
Now McDonald. Boston outside. Pass to Powers. McDonald.
Just 5 to shoot. The tray.
Elsa Nadota with the rebound.
And so here's Atlanta. Here in the fourth, they've only allowed just 4 points. Breezy can't hit.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Mitchell. Past the hole. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from downtown.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Nelson Ododa with the bucket.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
Now here's Clark over Carrington. And there the Fever with another bucket.
Well, she's a modern point guard. Mitchell has range, a great shot, handles, and of course, the ability to drop dimes.
Here's Harrington. Here's Breezy. Howard with the rebound. Outside Powers. Good chance here for Natasha Howard. Off the mark, had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Pass to Carrington. Down low, and stolen by Mitchell. Here's Clark. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feed.
Yeah. Very nice feed by Mitchell there. She's a team-oriented player who enjoys setting the table for open teammates.
And the green call time here. Both teams deciding to change it up. Atlanta leading. Pass to Breezy. Out to the wing. Stolen by Clark. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. It's rebounded by Atlanta. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
They hold a huge advantage on the board.
Yeah, they've really dominated the glass, and that's been the key to this lead. Crafty pass work, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Now here's Clark. Pass to Boston. Back to Clark. Three-pointer.
McCowan with the rebound.
And here's Breezy. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss. Now here's Clark. Reese defending. Pass to Boston. Good work defensively by Tierra McCowan. Inside. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. To produce the layup.
Nicely done. They continue back inside. That's 10 points in a row from the paint.
It's now become, here it comes, and see if you can stop it.
Now here's Boston. Clark left side. 5 on the clock. No good from outside.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open, and maybe that's why she missed.
From downtown, Breezy gets the bucket.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Now here's Mitchell. Back to Clark. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feet.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Breezy. She's covered by Mitchell. Pass to Duchess. It drops. That's her 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11. And it's the Fever ball. They trail by 14. Fades away. Off the left rim and out. And so here's Atlanta.
Pass to Reese.
Over Howard. And Atlanta, another bucket.
Might as well tack a few more points in the lead, I suppose. This is going to be a dominant win for them.
Dominant is the right word for it, Tim. This one was about as one-sided as it gets.
One-way traffic, jeez.
Now here's Clark.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Cunningham.
Clark outside.
Pass to Boston.
Back to Clark. Fires from deep.
They get the rebound. Here's Reese. Here's Duchess.
And again, the dream score.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score?
Clark outside.
Gets a three-pointer to fall. And here's Canada. So no problem for Atlanta as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
It makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in a good flow, it felt like they never had any doubts that they come out on top.
And that's a wrap, everyone.